What's up, guys? Welcome back to Season 2 of Wicked After Dark. My name's Anthony. With me tonight, we got Ashley and Jess.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
And as always, the man behind the camera, Andy, over there. Today, guys, we want to welcome a returning guest from almost 20-something episodes back, I believe.
Yeah.
I can't give you the exact number. But let's welcome back our Tia from Lydia Herbals.
Woo!
Hello,
And then also, guys, about damn time. About damn time. This is going to be like a mixed episode, okay? Because my aunt finally convinced our mother, Mary, to get on the damn podcast. So everybody, let's say,
So welcome
to the
mom.
This is
podcast,
our
guys.
mom.
That was the only way.
It's finally come to fruition
Yeah.
that our mother joins us. She's been so nervous, guys, so take it
I'm
easy
still
on her,
nervous.
okay? She's still nervous as hell. It's taken us about 15 minutes to get this podcast going for those
Yeah.
watching and listening at home.
She wasn't going to do it.
Nope.
How about that?
She
I'm just
wasn't.
here for moral support.
For
We have
real,
to mix it in.
I know. That's why we're going to do like a little 50-50. Kind of see where All Lydia Herbals is today. Because, I mean, again, 20-something episodes ago, that's months ago by now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And kind of get into, after that, my mom and how she's kind of behind why we're here
roots
today.
of it.
The roots of Wicked Boutique and why we're doing what we do, right? And,
Why we're
and how
crazy.
Lydia was a part of that, too. You know, so Lydia's been with me for a long time. So
It's a mystery.
That's
Olivia.
that's why.
How much is this PG-13?
Oh, no. We talk about whatever we want on here. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so welcome on, both of you guys. I think we're going to start with the All Lydia Herbals part of it, though.
Yeah.
We're really curious. It's been almost 20 plus episodes ago that we've had you on. We've come a long way on the podcast, and we've seen that you guys have come a long way as a business. You know, how has it been since? I know we've noticed that you guys have almost doubled in capacity the amount of shows that you guys have been doing, which is great to see you guys out there. We're dragging you along to all these different places, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
So it's
They're
good.
like,
I mean, and you guys have done
yeah.
your own thing. You know, you guys attended something in San Bernardino recently, which is super cool to see. You know what I mean? Just kind of getting your roots out there, right?
Yeah.
So how's it been in the last? How long has it been? 2, 3, 4 months now?
Probably around
Yeah,
that.
it's been a minute, but we've I'm ecstatic to say that, like, we've been in the October Village, several October Village events, which I fangirl out because I think like they're just like up there for me.
Right.
And then to be in events alongside like companies like Monster Posse, and like that's another fan. Like for me to be able to say like, oh, I know those people right there,
Right.
and that they can recognize me, like that. I feel like I made
It's
it.
so
You're
funny
like, I'm there.
too,
We're good now,
because
guys.
when we talk to them, you know, Justin and Rob, they're like, we're fucking nobody.
Yeah.
They don't. They're like, I'm nobody. I don't know. You know, just two trashy
They're
people.
very humble.
That's what they
They're very
say.
humble. They're very
Yeah.
humble.
And we
So-
try to tell them like, no, you guys are someone. You know, even
Yeah.
like to us when we met, we were like, wow, but they're like, no, we're trash. Like, oh, fuck, all right. Yeah, awesome people though.
Yeah, but no, I mean, how many events would you say you guys have done? I mean, it's too hard to even count, probably.
Yeah, for a while we were on a roll, and then you know, things happen, life happens. I was in
Yeah.
a car accident.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I trashed my car, so that kind of put a hold on some stuff. You know, you get bummed out, so
100%.
it takes a minute for you to like build that motivation to do what you were doing. So, but yeah, like just recently you mentioned an event in San Bernardino was a charity event to, you know, raise to kind of help build up a food bank
Okay.
Oh, nice.
in the area. So it was outside of the horror community, but you know, I'm okay with. Like I said, my heart is with the horror community,
Right.
and I love and appreciate all the love that we get from them. But you know, just helping a community is always
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
a cool thing.
I think it's so cool when other vendors, though, like, again, you mentioned it's for a food bank drive, it's for something. And you know what, guys? She mentioned San Bernardino. The biggest thing that we do here is we try to keep our events, anybody who's been to Wicked Fest or any type of events that we throw in the Inland Empire, right? So one of the, funny you say that, is one of the questions I got interviewed for. I know, guys.
Wow,
Watch out.
míralo.
Anyways, I got interviewed, and she had really good questions. And one of the questions, why San Bernardino, knowing right
What
the
San
area,
Bernardino
what
is,
San Bernardino
yeah.
is to a lot of people. And same reason, you know, we want to try to be that change. You guys are out there trying to be that change, help bring
Give
food to
back.
the area, give back, you know. And we're not multi-billion-dollar company, not even $1 million company, not even fuck not even $1,000 companies. You know what I mean? Like we're just
keeping the
small
lights
companies
on.
trying to make a change. You know what I mean? So again, that was a great example of what we always try to do as a community. You know what I mean? Us as in the horror community, our last big event we threw was right in the heart of San Bernardino off 10 Freeway and Waterman. Anybody who knows what's up, you know what's up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like we throw in these things right in the heart of San Bernardino. So we're trying to be that
Change.
the change,
Yeah.
the difference, the kind
Bring
of like
something
again,
to do out here.
yeah.
To
So
shift that mentality of
Yes.
San Bernardino is just ghetto. They're violent.
It's bad.
Right.
It doesn't, that it's horror based. It doesn't matter. Like you're now changing the perspective of people in
Right.
the community.
Yeah.
And so you give them something to look forward to other than the violence, the poverty.
right, 100%. Like I said, I think that's awesome when there's things like that going on. Honestly, I wish we could do more of it. You know what I mean? What's
You know
up,
what's
babe?
crazy?
Yeah,
The
maybe.
raves are out here. Literally in the middle of the ghetto. like
That's
that's
so
the
true.
raves are over there.
And we're talking-
and famous people go,
Yeah.
so why can't we throw shows where
We're
people come? What the
talking
hell?
major
You know what I'm
raves
saying?
too.
Yeah,
Major raves.
The big huge
All of
raves.
them are.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like nocturnal, I don't even know.
Countdown.
Countdown. EDC's
Wrong
Vegas.
one.
That's
My bad.
Vegas.
I've only worked porta potty side. Sorry. Anyways, and there's some fucked up porta potties.
Yeah.
You know what? But no, that's good to hear. Just the fact that again, that's warming. You know what I mean? To know that you guys are doing stuff like that and going outside. I think that's such a cool thing too. Like you can expand to whatever event you're going to. And we've talked about it in the past where it's like, man, like. I don't know. I guess there's Disney events that we've actually been to a couple Disney events. And it's like there's some companies within the horror community that can transition into that.
Yeah.
Because of
So
Disney horror.
us, it's so difficult, right? We're pretty much horror, you know.
Yeah.
And for you guys, you can do like, okay, we can go do this. We
Yeah.
can plug into this.
The holistic part.
Yes.
You can do,
Like you could do any market realistically, right?
Yeah. You could go witchy. You could go apothecary. You can go, spiritual.
Right.
It does lend itself to the different genres.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Farmers markets.
Yeah.
And
a lot
then
of
like
farmers
I think
markets.
that's where we kind of struggle is trying to get into like a new area.
Right.
Because we can't technically we can,
could
but then we're gonna be
try.
like we'll be the sore thumb out.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it. I'm down.
Yeah, and that's where we started. We started, we felt our way around farmers markets, and I don't know. My heart's always just been the horror community and the spooky and the different. So
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think I want to talk about also the horror. You mentioned the horror community, and I just mentioned you've been with me for a long time. I've
Since birth?
Not right for real. No, I mean like doing Halloween shit with me. At 18 years old, I'm gonna be 30 for reference.
Dang.
So at
Why did you
18,
say
19
you're
years old, you were the first one in there when we went professional, right? When we took it out of the backyard, like, okay, you'll take the head on of the makeup department, in which we did, and I remember that, and that's where you started with us.
Which is fun fact, you do you used to do special
Yeah.
effects makeup, you dabbled in it.
I dabbled in special effects, and it was crazy because, I just messed around, and it just so happened that he was like, "Tia Lydia, like we need a makeup person. You'll be the head of makeup," and I was like, "Oh, watch out! I'm gonna be the head."
You sold me at me being the boss.
That was an issue, though. It was, because then I couldn't get our scare actors out on time because everybody waited in line to get their makeup done by her.
Yeah, they
I'm
they
just
needed
like-
just 2 black eyes for their mask,
I'm like,
and
no,
they're in
guys.
line for
Okay.
her.
Everybody,
Get
y'all
skated.
need to, yeah.
You better sit in my
It's funny
chair
because she was
because
the
I'm
boss
gonna
of
do it.
she was the boss of Ashley and me,
Yeah.
and all we did was black eyes.
Yeah, she was like, "Hey, y'all put black eyes on."
No, I
I'm gonna
think
hit 'em over here."
we had to transition into costumes, and Mom took over black
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
It was
Because
funny.
It was a hell of a process.
You know what, too? I got complaints how I would get people in their eye the makeup. I had
Close your
complaints
eye.
on me. And I was like, no, I'm going to go to your mom. She's like, she doesn't get it in my eye. I was like,
Actually,
oh, report me to HR.
trust me.
I was like,
would
let
do
me
it.
talk to the manager. I want to hear what he has
No,
to say.
yeah, no, I'm serious. We would have those issues, and you're just like,
Yeah.
dude, okay, well, we got to split up. we have a start time, guys. You can't get 40 people through that chair with one person. You
Yeah.
know, it's like, no. For some damn reason, too, we would always resort to makeup instead of like, let's go out and get some masks and
Because it
shit
just
like
looks more. It looks.
I mean,
more
yeah, it gives you
authentic.
that quality, right?
You don't want to look. No offense, you know. So like if you have everyone in a Walmart mask,
No,
the quality
100%.
is really-
Yeah. And it's crazy how we evolved because we started with like makeup, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the first one was like clown, so we started with just full face makeup. And then I switched it up to adding prosthetics, like scratches on the face,
Yeah,
tears.
I remember that. You would have them
Blood,
pre-made
blood,
already.
blood.
Yeah.
You would have them. You bring them pre-made, and then like, okay, this is how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna slap them on. Boom, boom, boom. I remember that because we had like a maze where it was like boils. You remember that? It was like blisters, and
Yeah.
it was a process. But again, just for reference, because that was a long time ago. So you've been in the Halloween thing for a long time, right? So
Really, yeah.
Dabble.
yeah, for a while. Even my mom. I mean,
She was
she
head
was
of a costume.
Yeah, she was right there next to us the whole time. And then of course, you know, you got my dad and then you guys. So everybody's been along with this
A
journey
team
for a
effort.
long, long time. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so
Going back to you, and you have some new products coming out. I know
Yes,
that. We
let's
just
talk-
refilled the store too with her products. I mean, they were selling quite fast already too, so I don't know what's left.
yeah.
But
I know, it's
yeah.
crazy.
Well, not to cut in, but it was just not funny. I don't want to say it was funny because there's people that do need
The help.
the help and the product. But there was a lady that's like, I need it for this, and this, and I need this. I'm sure I'm not here for that. But the girl, I was just wishing I could see the girl's face react. Who was there at the register?
It was
Ash.
me.
She was like,
God.
yeah, you know, yeah.
Because
mhm.
people get real personal, you know, and they don't mind like what they need it for, and they're like this girl, she's saying she's gonna, you know, I'm like, ooh, girl, get what you need.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's the interesting part because people would not typically share,
Right.
you know, very
What they're gonna
intimate
do to you.
information, like their beliefs, because they're afraid that they would be judged or looked at.
Right.
Like if you tell your coworker, like, man, I think somebody's texting me, and they probably look at you like crazy. You were not sure if you would share that, right?
Yeah.
But like here in this environment, they're totally
like
open,
an open
and
door,
they,
baby.
they're vulnerable to it. They're
Yeah.
willing to share that with you.
Yeah, I
so-
know. She came in looking like, this girl's trying to hex me. And I was like, girl, no
Get away
way.
from me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Sorry, guys. My mic is like
It's all
going back and
wongo.
forth. I don't know what's wrong with it today. But yeah, I think that's the cool part is people feel like it's okay. It's a safe space
Mm-hmm.
because you can't go anywhere else. You can't go to Walmart and talk to the associate.
Exactly, and that's what I love about it, though. You know what I mean? Like I said it in the first time we ever interviewed her about the whole like you can go to a doctor's office, but like me, for example, I have 2 kids. I've taken them to the doctor's office. And like, yeah, they're fine. You just got to get over the fever. They got to just get over this, and you're just
Nope.
like, fuck, dude, I waited 3 hours for you to tell me that, bro. You know, and then next thing you know, it's like. Not to make fun, but it's like you do this or use this water in a leaf and this, and you're just like, for real? Like,
And they're
for real?
better. All of a
Yeah, and
sudden
then
they're
they're better.
better.
You know, and I know.
Sana, and it's good,
My wife and I are the number one buggers. Like we be bugging my daily. They're like, "Hey,
Yeah,
something's
you
wrong
do.
with the kids," you know. And she's like, "All right, we'll just bring them. We'll do this and that." And I'm like, "All right, cool." You know, or me even. You
Yeah.
know, I'm me. So, but before we get into your new product, I want to talk about how your last product did, which I believe were like the smokes or something like that, right?
The smokes.
That was like a sensation.
Yeah,
for you.
it like picked up for a quick minute. I think it's died down now. And I did start a new one. It's called Deseo, and it's an aphrodisiac smoke
shit.
blend. So
Is
it
that
kind
for,
of it kind of goes with the freaky deaky oil that we talked on the first episode I
There
was
you go.
on.
Man, that's to have a good time.
That's a good
you
time.
imagine- can
Let
you
the good
imagine
time
that?
roll.
Mix?
How we get some of that up in the store? You know what I'm saying? I know we had some of the other ones, but
Nah.
they've gone.
No. If you're, no offense to you straight people, but if you're straight and you use that oil, you're going to have a baby. You're going to have a baby. Do not use it.
I've never used those oils or anything like that, but I'm
Or would you
Oh,
know?
how would you know?
How would you know? What if Jaleesa
Because
has
I'm
it?
pretty sure Jaleesa has it.
really.
Yes.
Well, she needs to use it more.
Whoa.
I'm just saying.
Whoa. I'm going to let her listen in on this one.
No. Anyways, yes, you do have some new product coming out. If you want, you don't have to spoil it or whatever, because I know you want to do like this big thing about it, and it's already ready, right? So what is it? What are we looking at?
So it's actually it's another set of oils, intention oils.
Okay.
So the ones that we have here are like the goddess signature line, you could say. So we have Athena, Aphrodite, and Hera. But these oils that I created, I felt like those were too specific, and I needed more. Like when I do workings or when I do stuff, I need something more generalized, more like everyday use. So I came up with a lavender oil. I mean, I didn't come up with it, but to me, lavender is so versatile. You know, it could protect you. It could help. It could be healing. It could help
Right.
you with sleep, anxiety, stress,
I love lavender.
dreams. I mean, it's so versatile that it makes sense to put in oil. So when you need to do candle work or ritual baths or whatever, you have it available because it lends
Right.
itself for so many different things. So that's one. It's a lavender oil. The other one is clove oil, which cloves are good for like gossiping, to stop gossiping, hex breaking, cursing, prosperity as well too. So another one, it's versatile.
Right.
So we'll have that one, and not just for him. And then the last one is cinnamon oil. So cinnamon, again, another one of those versatile herbs that you can use, and it's good for prosperity, manifesting. I'm drawing a blank right now, but all of that will be in the description when we release it. So those are the 3 oils we have.
Let's put you on the spot. When can we expect them to be released?
I would say by this weekend.
All right, so
Nice.
this year.
Oh, for sure.
Before to
For
the
sure,
holiday.
for
Cool,
sure.
perfect. So I think that what sounds different about the oils or all 3 oils is the fact that they're
Multi-purpose.
multi-purpose, multi-versatile instead of just like the very specific, you know, so you can use it for a variety of things instead of just that one specific item.
Yeah.
You know, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to keep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
In the
favorite is going to
collection.
be the cinnamon one. Like, I think cinnamon, to me, I just add cinnamon to everything because when I'm doing work, it helps speed it up.
Okay.
Like, to bring fast results. So it not only helps you manifest, but it'll, like, make it faster. Like, it manifests it faster to me.
Gotcha.
So I add cinnamon to everything, whether it's, like, money spell, protection. Like, I add cinnamon to literally everything because it's so good. It's like a good opener.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's definitely, like I said, it's just so crazy when you're, because we just talked about it in the back, right? Because people are like, oh, it's so controversial, right? But even for me, I mean, I was one of those. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit and be like, oh, I was 100% in belief of it or not belief of it. But again, from personal experience, and this is for real. And I'm not trying to be so open about my personal life, guys, but you know, for me personally, using them in time of need, not just like, you know what, I got money, but let me try to get a little extra money. No. In time of like, hey, I'm struggling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And hey, I really need something different. And I'm telling you guys, it's tough to put all this out there because again, you are my tia, you know, and I'm not just saying it just because like you're my tia or whatever, you know, but it's like for real, my wife and I probably should have brought my wife on because I've used the product and it's so crazy. I'll be honest with you, it still blows my mind that when I do use these products for what I need them for, right? And I use it with good intention. I don't ever go with malice or anything like that. You know, I always have some type. I'm not saying the next morning I wake up with $30,000 in my account. Right? Because I always say, if I have the ability to go and make money, I'm going to go and do it. And things like that have opened up for me, right? Just using, I'm sorry, I can't give the specific names and stuff because my wife has all the oils. But it just trips me out to the core to when I do use them, you know, and then boom, something not appears but
Like the
generates.
opportunities.
Yes.
It increases
Like we
your
just spoke on
opportunities.
Thanksgiving, right? Like it's just been like that for me, thankfully still, you know, and I'm just like, man, this is great, right? You know, and again, I mean nothing but good intention when I do these things. I'm not like, oh, dude, I got 30 grand in the bank. I need to do another 30 or something like that. So it's like something good always happens,
Yeah.
right? Anytime I use an app and I haven't had, I don't know if it's because I'm so sold on it that if something does happen, you know what I mean, for me, or if it's just coincidence, you know, because again, just the way my mind thinks, man. But it's just at this point, with as many things that I've used and done, it's like, nah, bro, it ain't coincidence. Like something's helping me out. You know what I
And
mean?
people explain it away. Like they try to explain it away. I'm not gonna
100%.
point fingers, but you know, people have tried to explain their situation. Like, okay, I've been hitting this road for so long,
Right.
this blockage, and I'm like, stuck here. And so they finally resort
Right.
to me, and they're like, hey, this is my situation. This is what's going on. What can you help? And
Right.
so I don't know if everybody knows, but for you guys, I do a lot of custom
Yes.
stuff, a lot of
Yeah.
custom work. It's not the stuff that I have here.
Yeah.
But
Which you are open to, right?
oh, absolutely.
For anybody that does hit her up, guys, she is open to if you do
Yeah.
need something specific. Nothing like crazy either, you know what I'm saying? But if something specific you need help with, hit her up though, for real. Because like she just said, she brought up a very good point. She does do a lot of custom stuff for the Wicked team. You know what I mean? A lot, guys. So anyway, sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. So when they finally resort to, and I say resort because to them, like, they're not fully sold
Right.
on what this can do for them. So when they finally resort to reaching out, I do it. I'm never going to say no.
Right.
I mean, I'm going to talk to you about it and see, like, maybe I recommend this or that, whatever. But when it does happen, when I do it and something positive comes out of it, it's kind of explained away because they're not fully sold on it. So they're like, oh, well, you know what? It was a good thing and, you know, nothing bad happened. And yeah, I don't think it was anything about it.
Right.
Where they're not acknowledging that, like, well, maybe it was the work that was put in. And, you know, a lot of the work that I do is the Abre Camino stuff where, you know, we're removing blockages, we're removing
Right.
things, obstacles in your path. So I think that's interesting. I mean, people have to come to terms in their own
100%.
time, So.
And that was me. I mean, my dad back there put up a sign that said Anthony on it. It's true. You know, because anytime something would work for me, I'd be, oh, well, I was waiting for that check. So was it really that? You know what I mean? Like, I kind of had that job, right? You know what I mean? I was really, honestly, I was always like that, man, until it's like, again,
You were finding,
until
like,
recent
excuses
experience.
and
Yes,
stuff.
until recent experience from the kids to my personal life, to my wife and I's personal lives. And it was like, fuck, dude. Like, there's no explanation for me to give anymore. Like, I'm sold on what you
Yeah.
got going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and again, I mean, everything with what I do is always with nothing but good intention or
Right.
whatnot. You know what I mean? So I think that helps the process and staying positive. So
Yeah.
And he is 100% sold because the kids have a routine at night before
100%,
bed.
100%. Hey, for those of y'all who have kids, you would understand.
For those of y'all who
100%.
have beautiful children, like Anthony, he's so ugly, but his kids are so damn
Oh,
cute.
man.
They always get home. I swear to God. And it's always when I have to take care of Ethan and he's throwing up, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do.
Oh man, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, we have a loyal routine. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So, but again, it's just about buying into it and really.
And why is it loyal? Because I told you guys do this every night, and then you guys stopped, and then
it went to shit.
and went to hell.
Yeah,
And
trust
now
me.
now you gotta do
Trust
it every
me.
day.
Matter of fact, I still got stuff pending with her. You know what I mean? I still gotta go get some stuff done.
Got
so.
a pending order.
I got pending matters and product that I gotta pick up. So
Dang.
yeah, but anyways,
No, yeah.
I'm over here
Wait,
chit
well,
chatting.
back to her customs. Like, she even, like, the smokes, because I had told her I have a lot of anxiety, but I hate tea. So she made the smokes.
Loser.
She was just like, smoke it. Here you go.
which is an herbal thing, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
but I can't, like, tea, I can't drink it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it gets tough. Tea is tough,
Yeah.
and it is THC free.
Yes.
Yep.
So you don't have to worry about passing that drug test, guys. It's
Yeah.
THC free. She has a very professional job, so she has to stay free too. You know. So
Wink, wink.
yeah.
Yeah, and like a lot of people don't like the feeling of
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, smoking marijuana or whatever.
Right.
Right.
I think it's a great option. I mean, I'm excited for the new one that you got coming out, the new oils. So I'm excited for all that
Yes.
stuff. I'm sure we'll have it. You know.
Definitely.
So, cool.
For sure.
Anything else
sure.
in the works?
Anything else in the works? So we don't have any events lined up
Yet.
but I'm gonna work. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I mean, we'll definitely put our stuff up. We'll let you guys know once it's released, and yeah, just look out for any of our future events.
For sure.
Awesome.
All right. So I think we're gonna cut into
My mama.
My mom
Our
that's been sitting there
mother.
so quietly.
Our mother.
We're about to put
Look at
her
the
on
chair.
blast,
The chair's
all
starting to rock back and
scared.
forth again.
I know, she was sitting there,
nervous.
right?
All those nights are like, that's easy. Here we go.
I never said it was easy.
We're here.
Yeah.
So,
In the
anyways, guys.
Wait, in the comments, go ahead and comment who looks like my mom the most. I want to see your guys' opinions.
Oh, shit.
It's gonna be Andrew.
If you guys
For
could
sure.
see, yeah, if you could see Andy from behind the screens over there, yeah, I would know. One day we're gonna have him on. That way, and then you're gonna listen to him talking like, "Damn, that's Andy." Yeah, that's Andy. I'm just kidding.
You can be like, yeah, put him behind the screens.
No, you're fucked up.
That's my mom's baby, so we like to pick on him.
That's my mom's.
That's a,
Just for
that's a
her
big
baby,
ass.
guys. That fool's already 20. You know what I mean? So he's the youngest out of all of us old asses.
I'm not
He's
old.
still
Don't
my
not
baby.
say that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, you're old. Anyways, guys, so we wanted to get into the roots of. I know the
Wicked. Just
first
kidding.
time I think our first episode
Yeah.
ever, we talked about how Wicked became, right?
Or how
And
we
how-
got into horror.
How we got into horror. But now we have the creator of us sitting here with us.
Oh, crap.
So, and the reason we do what we do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think we took it a little further than she did because she's not into the whole, right? I mean, you're not into the whole going to go get scared.
No.
You don't want to go and
She lived it, so she don't want to
There
like
you go.
Exactly.
go through the.
the re-trauma of it.
Right.
Because, I mean, allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly because you were a kid, you lived in a haunted house, right? And Lydia
I
here
did.
as witness.
I'm here to say that I
I
witnessed
did.
the same.
And
So give us, go ahead.
no, go. you were on a roll. So I
No,
don't
go
know.
ahead, go ahead.
Dang, man, now like you kind of threw me off my game. I forgot what I was gonna ask, but I wanted to give a preference, like I mean, not a preference, but like an example of how far back you guys known each other, because you're
Since your-
Arthia by marriage. You know, you married
Uncle,
our uncle.
which is your brother.
So how long have you guys known each other?
Oh, man.
I think we met when I was like 7.
Oh,
7
wow.
years old. Okay, so that is a long time. There. We're gonna put numbers out there.
Let's not do some math. Very long.
We won't do math.
Before she was our tia.
See, they were like family friends, and then my uncle
Slid in the DMs.
slid,
There were no
Before there were
back then.
DMs.
he slid the note. You know, if
Yeah.
he likes her and shit at 10 years old.
Yeah, they didn't like each
The
other
rest
at
is
first,
history.
you know.
Now they got 3 kids and grandkids.
2
and-
grandkids.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it was very. He did do the like. Do you want to be my girlfriend? Yes or no? And I would always say no. No, you're too short.
No, exactly.
That's
He's
so
too
funny.
And now
Was
she's
he
the
shorter
short
than
one.
Yeah, he was shorter.
Wow, that's crazy.
Because I'm a year and a half older than him,
Uh-huh.
so and, girls mature at a different
Right,
Yeah.
right.
rate than boys, and already, especially since he's already younger than me. So yeah, I was taller than him, and he was like bones and short, and so
Now look at him, hunk of meat.
big burly man.
Yeah, with the whole beard and all that stuff. So, but no, so I want to know from you because it's always been just stories and stories that we can explain on behalf of you. What exactly? Okay, like what is your best memory when you were like, "Fuck, this place is haunted"? Give us your best memory of that,
Oh,
and hopefully, Delita was there as witness for that, so we can get some backup support here.
Well, the best story that we have was we're going to call her the lady in white.
Okay,
Because I guess we were having a sleepover and everybody was getting ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
The adults were already, in the rooms. So, us little kids always fooling around. So we were we were in the rooms and stuff, and all of a sudden we just hear the door open. And we're like, what the heck? What is that?
right.
So us being nosy, we just kind of look over and see what was that, and the door just opened by itself. And all of a sudden, it was just a lady just floating there.
Like literally,
Literally floating. Didn't say a word, nothing.
nah.
So we just looked at each other. We were screaming. Nobody could hear us. And all of a sudden, Lydia was nowhere to be found. I don't know where the hell she
I was
went.
gonna say, where did you
I
go?
was a runner, man.
She said, "Oh, fuck that, I'm out." She was the only smart one, dude. Like, no, I'm out. Y'all
Yeah.
can sit here and watch her kill you. I'm deuces.
But wait, let's explain the setting.
Yeah.
So mind you, our back then, our parents were like kind of irresponsible. You know, they're always like, you know, kicking back a bunch of beer.
Yeah,
liquor.
yeah.
They're wasted. So the kids are always fending for themselves. So when we would sleep over, it was like one bedroom with like a 500 million kids in there
Right.
trying to share
Like
a bed.
3 to a twin and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my.
3 to 4 to a bed.
Oh, hell.
On the floor, on the bed,
Yeah.
like wherever we could fit kids. That's where all the kids were at. And when that door opened, I remember Mary was on the floor with her mattress, and all of a sudden that door opened. All the kids went to Mary because she was the oldest one.
And they were like, go check.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't gotta check. She's right there.
Exactly. It's like,
Like-
I'm not going anywhere.
Did you not like pull your blanket up over your head at that moment in
I
time?
remember screaming.
I guess all of us just frozen. Well, except Lydia.
She was like, I'm out dipping. That's
We
crazy.
were just screaming, but nobody would hear us. And all of a sudden, she just.
What's crazy is you guys tell this story, and even our uncle, which is your brother,
Yeah.
he has the same story to cover that. He's like,
And you're
bro,
just like, maybe
we
you're not lying.
saw that shit there. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. It was a white lady in white, like she was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I would have died. My soul would have left my body that day.
Right.
Wait, and then wasn't that the one where, because this happened several times, like we saw this lady all the time, and there was, the bedroom was right next to the restroom, and so that freaking toilet was always flushing on its own
Yeah.
all the time, doors rattling, like door handles rattling all the time. But I remember the door opened, but there was nobody there. So Mary, being the oldest, she had to be the front of the line. We go out to look into the living room. The living room door is freaking open, and like pendejos, we're like following
Yeah.
It was all
in a line.
The conga line of kids. Like,
Yeah. Basically.
And how old were you guys?
Oh, shoot.
I don't know. We were
10.
in elementary school.
Oh, wow.
I was in elementary school for sure.
I was in middle school.
Okay, so you're probably, okay, then you were up there, 11, 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're both
probably.
11, 12?
Around there.
Old
So-
enough to know.
So you guys had multiple experiences on this house.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Hers
yeah.
is probably theirs was probably the scariest, but being kids, you just want to be with your family, friends, and have a
Right.
good time. One time, I didn't go to school, and we were over there visiting her mom, my suegra, and we're just we're waiting for the kids to come home, and my mom's like, "Let's go, we gotta go because we gotta get your brothers, whatever." And so I didn't want to go home. I wanted to stay and come, and so I could play with them. And so I ran into her closet. Mind you, the scary room closet.
Yeah.
I ran into her closet, and I'm like trying to hide in there. And my mom's like yelling for me. And all of a sudden, there's a radio in there that's not plugged in.
Oh,
It
yeah.
turns on. I fucking booked it out of there.
She's
So
like, never mind. Let's go.
go.
Mom. Let's go.
That radio will always turn on by itself.
That's crazy.
I was like, fuck this shit. Nope. They don't want me to stay. I'm out.
No, they're like, come on, stay with us. Stay with us. We'll have a good time.
Yeah, or in the middle of the night, you would just hear like in the kitchen, like if they were cooking or washing dishes.
What would
or-
your parents say about this stuff?
They're drunk all the time.
Oh, okay, cool. No wonder they're like, ain't shit going on, guys. Go to sleep.
They would just ignore it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's just you're in your head.
Oh,
You go
okay.
to sleep. You know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, I'm out.
well, you have to understand, kids can see stuff that adults can't.
At that age,
Most
though,
adults, I should say.
nah.
Well, mom was the oldest. So that's not that, they're all very young. Mom, she's a few years older than everyone.
Hey,
I'm not trying to put numbers out there,
Hey.
She looks great
She
for
got a good
that's
gap
her-
on him and shit. You know?
I don't know if you guys remember when we were kids, they were getting drunk. See, it's the same thing. They were getting drunk all the time.
at a different level.
Those irresponsible parents.
Yeah, our
But
parents were
we were
irresponsible.
all in Anthony's room, or it was mine and Anthony's room at that point. And we were all fighting over the control to watch TV, so we put the control on the TV, right? We choose one channel. And you remember when the TV started flipping channels?
Oh, yeah.
And it went to a static channel, and we were like,
Oh,
oh, Anthony, you
shit.
gonna get the control?
Hell
Nope.
no.
And we were just like, what do we do?
See, when things will go down, Anthony's the oldest of the kids. He was not like my mom. He's not the leader.
No.
Hell no.
He was booking it. He
I
was
was
like, no.
smart,
He was like,
bro.
nope,
With
nope,
Lydia,
nope. Yeah.
Like, y'all want to see? Go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't need explanation. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see a headless horseman.
But I think a lot of the stuff happened with your guys' because of your stepdad. like he was psycho. Like he would summon stuff.
Yeah.
He would draw stuff on the floor.
Damn.
That's some,
He would have like a shotgun.
house?
Like he would scare the hell. Like I'm like I don't know why I keep coming back here.
like ritualistic type of stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, before we moved into the house, there was a couple that used to live there. And then the lady was pregnant, and all of a sudden she was gone. So we never figured out what happened to her. And all of a sudden there was, like, in my parents' room, outside there was like a little hill. I don't know what it was. So us being kids, being dumb, we go and start digging it, and we got in trouble for it. And after that, it kind of like things
Picked
started
up.
happening, you know?
Y'all were crazy.
Oh,
Dude,
girl.
y'all should have had a movie for real. Like you
Theirs
guys
looks
dead
like an
bodies.
awkward lump there. Let's see if anything's
Yeah.
under it.
Let me see what that is.
So we were just being nosy, being kids. It's like, well,
Being bad.
And who was the ringleader of it? Like, let's go dig it up.
It had to be my mom.
Not me.
no,
It had to be.
Or the Jose.
Or the Jose.
I would go with Jose.
Yeah, probably.
He was like, hey guys, let's go dig
He has a
some bodies.
hilarious story that I'll tell on behalf of him too, that he told me a long
Go.
time ago,
Let's hear
man.
it.
But I'm saying, was that it for the digging of the hole?
Well, she said that's kind of what kickstarted the stuff in the
stuff,
house.
yeah.
Was it ever confirmed if there was anything in there?
Well, they
Well,
got
after
caught
that,
up.
We
Got caught up. Mama beat
And we
that
were
ass.
kids, so
Yeah.
for real.
I remember Tohosa telling me a story. Living there, right? That one day he came home, nobody was home, so he's making himself a sandwich in the kitchen, and he's making himself a sandwich, and he has his bread and everything, cheese all laid out on the counter. Well, the TV kicks on, so he goes, "What the fuck?" He goes and turns the TV off. Comes back and he starts making his sandwich again, and the TV kicks on again. So he walks out the kitchen again, and he turns the TV off. At this point, he's starting to freak out.
Right.
Comes back to the kitchen, all his shit's on the ground.
Oh,
And he
man.
said all he remembers is he left running and didn't come back home until that night.
Yeah.
'Cause he's like so terrified. He was like, nope. He left the bread and shit on the floor. He was just like, nah. He was gone.
That's like Paranormal Activity
Yeah,
movie.
dude,
Oh,
like-
yeah.
Dude,
that-
that's
yeah,
like
that happened a
poltergeist
lot.
type stuff. You got things
Yeah.
moving on you
Yeah.
and
Yes.
turning on. I mean, Jesus, what is going on? Is that house, do you know if that house is still there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
And then for references, I think this is the city of
In
Long
Long
Beach,
Beach.
right?
Long
That's where you
Beach.
guys grew up.
Yeah.
The LBC, like Snoop Dogg and shit. Yeah.
Dang.
And we
I
grew
lived
up,
right around the corner from VIP Records.
damn. And we grew up in Rialto.
That's the only time where people will brag about
Yeah,
being in the
repping Long
ghetto.
Beach.
Being in the ghetto, like I grew up in the ghetto.
For
Only
real.
because Snoop, right?
All right.
Yeah, there you go. Like you said, you're just around the corner from VIP Records, so you're like, yeah, that's me right there. What's up? That was on me, straight up.
Oh, heck.
But that's crazy. But let me ask. Okay, so you guys experienced that, and many more things happened after that. I'm assuming it doesn't just go away,
I know.
right? So then you move, right? You guys get old, but then you start getting you and yourself. We're into what we remember was the Sci-Fi Channel, Channel 59.
I thought it was 60.
59.
59.
59. 69, 70, 71, that was all like
Disney.
Oh, yeah.
73
You're
and
right,
Cartoon
you're
Network and anyways. Yeah, so the Sci-Fi Channel. So what made you
Want to watch horror movies?
yeah, want to watch all
if
that
you lived
stuff?
it.
What intrigued you about it?
I think because every time my birthday would land on Friday the 13th, I would get scary movies played that day.
And you would just sit there and
And I'll
watch
just
it?
sit there and watch them. So,
That is true.
Interesting. And that's kind of how we got drug into it,
No,
guys. I
you know
mean,
what? I give her that. She never told us, hey, you don't.
Yeah.
You have to sit here and watch this with me.
No.
She'd be like, if you're gonna watch it, you're not sleeping in my room.
I don't want to
That's
see you
fine. Me
crying.
and
I
Jessica
don't want
would
you.
just sleep
And
together.
then, or she'll be like, I don't want to see you crawling to Anthony's room.
and that
Fun
would be
fact,
the first
guys.
thing you would
Ashley.
do.
Okay, look. There's two girls, 2 boys in our family. Anthony and Andrew shared, and Ashley was supposed to share with me, but she was such a crybaby.
No,
offense.
wrong.
She slept with my
Hell yeah,
grandma.
100%.
She's supposed to share with me. She did not. So when
I
we
was not a
watch-
crybaby. Okay, I was the preferred child.
No,
and
she's a
I slept
crybaby.
with my
She's a
grandma.
crybaby.
Anyway,
So she was like 14.
So when we would watch,
watch when the camera's cut. I'm sorry.
when we would watch these scary movies, my mom would be like, "I don't want to see you crawling to Anthony's room." Like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Because we would spend, dude. I mean,
Oh,
when we talk about
yeah.
sci-fi, right? It's so crazy because now, Mom, you always
Marathons?
you always want to be out on the damn streets and go shopping and do all this boring shit. But back in the
not.
day, bro,
I don't think there's a
remember
sci-fi channel
Saturday would
anymore.
come
Yeah,
on.
there is.
You already knew Saturday came, dude. It was on marathons. You watching like Plastic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the next series of whatever
Bats.
Route 666 scared the shit out of me. You know, all these movies, and we used to sit there, you know,
X-Files,
and
yep.
just watch them all day. And then next thing you know, it's like time to go to bed. You're like, shit. Like now I'm nervous, and we did this for years.
Yeah, and
You
it
know-
would carry on to like Sunday sometime.
I remember going to Blockbuster
Yep. Me
and
too.
renting movies. And what was the other one called? Hollywood Studio or Hollywood Video? Or what was it?
Yeah.
Studio?
Video.
Hollywood Studio?
Video.
Video.
Oh, Hollywood Video. Going there and renting the movies from there. I
Yeah.
don't remember. You remember that?
Yeah, I
Or was
remember that.
too early? Yeah, I remember that shit was crazy too. You know what I mean? Get the movies and
Get the pizza from next door.
oh, yeah, I remember that. The Signs movie we watched in Arizona.
That was
That
good.
was a good one. We shared a twin bed that night.
We did.
In a trailer.
In a trailer, yeah. We had our own beds, but we shared.
Yeah.
But I remember too, like we would have, for some reason, watch parties on random movies. Like my Lydia and Dulce will come over.
Oh yeah.
And we'll just order a body
Body
slammer,
slammer.
which is a big ass pizza.
No.
We still do them.
Yeah.
No, Mike, the horse is a trip, and I don't want. Oh shit, I don't want to incriminalize anybody, but this fool, he's like, "Hey, dude," he's like, "Let's go to the Cardenas real quick." And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell are we going to Cardenas for?
And
It
if
was-
you know,
it was
you
either
know.
tamales or you already knew what's up with the movies, bro. You're like, he's like, "I got my guy, bro. I got my guy." So and it was the Cardenas in Rialto.
Yep.
He's like, bro, we're about to get some movies, and we would go, and he would get the body slammer, and I mean, all night long, we would stay up watching movies.
Watching movies.
Eating pizza.
Eating pizza, we gotta get the wings, gotta
Yep.
get this, and we sit up all night watching movies. Because he always had the top of the top, you know what I mean? Does he still have those?
He has had the good shit.
The videos, yeah.
He did. All in the little white sleeves.
Slips,
He's
yeah.
like, nah, this fool right here's gonna hook it up 10 for 20, bro. I'm like, damn, hell yeah.
It was so
And then he'd
funny.
be like, because the plug would always tell him, let me know if they don't work, bro. You know, he was a good plug.
Yeah.
You know, he would even tell the host, be like, hey, well, this one didn't work. That shit worked.
Yeah.
We were just done with it. Like, hey, man, that one didn't work, bro. Like, shoot another one. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But no, I do remember. That's crazy. That's a good one.
It's
I
funny
remember.
because your deal host still has the same connect, just a different movie guy.
Wow.
I know. That,
Times change.
yes. I think it's hilarious, man. I do another long-term memory I'll always have of the horror stuff is as a family, we all went to the drive-in.
Yeah.
And Tojosa had his little red S10, and he put a mattress in the back of the truck.
Yup.
And we went to the drive-in, and Jeepers Creepers had just came out.
Yup.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And he's such a chicken shit because he's scared of that
He
movie.
hates that movie.
Hey, he don't come for you for saying that.
Don't watch this one. No, but that would be like his one character's like, nah, that one creeps me out, dude.
Yeah.
Because after that movie, everybody in the black ass sky was like, this fool better not be
Yeah.
coming down.
Literally.
We were always at the drive-in.
Dude, we
Oh,
were
yeah.
always, that's what I'm
There
saying.
were so many of us that he would sneak half of us in.
Yeah, cover up, bro. What the hell?
They'd be like,
So-
okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to lay on the floor, put the blanket over you, and hide the pizza under with you.
Yeah.
All right,
And
all
then we
right.
get in.
And then he'll
Yeah.
pay for like him and my lady. And little did they know, there's 4 kids. 4 or 5
And
kids.
that's when we had the Explorer,
Yeah.
too, dude.
Yep.
We had the
They're
Explorer.
smuggling us.
Yeah, bro. It was a good time. What's crazy is that they still have that drive-in.
I
Yeah.
went. The movie was boring, but it was like, whoa, I used to come here a lot.
Yeah, it's a
weird. I haven't been
trip,
in a
man. It
while.
goes so the history of horror just runs so far back into the family and your guys' family and whatnot. But yeah,
That's what piked our interest, I think.
Yeah.
It was kind of like pass the torch in a way.
I think.
But we
to an
just took it to
extreme.
an extreme level.
Yeah.
Like, te pasaste, you know.
100%. 100%. I
And
know.
I don't know, like, what are your thoughts on it? Like, you see your kids and you're like, what the?
Hey, my mom sees because just for again reference, guys, is my mom went to school for nursing. Lydia went to school for nursing. These two girls both have a bachelor's degree in business,
Stop.
and my mom's probably looking at us like, "What the fuck?
Like, what the
happened
hell
here?
did I create it?
Whoa, guys,
Yeah.
what's going on here? You know, why don't you have like a professional career going already?
Right,
You know?
yeah.
So it's like, what happened there? So how does that like? like Ashley said, like, how does it to see it now and to see like, okay, from kids growing up watching sci-fi every Saturday, or I think it was Sunday actually, Sundays,
Sometimes both.
to where we're at now, right? I mean, Lydia just said they still do their movie marathons, right? Just in it's 21st century, so they get that shit different now. You know what I mean? But they still do the movie marathons. Like, how is it seeing that now, like, transition to like what we're doing now?
Damn.
She's like, well, fuck, sometimes at night I cry.
Sometimes she's like, why?
She's like, I created three monsters.
I think it's freaking awesome. Like I love that shit. I'm like, damn, you guys are doing it. Like, I'm so proud of you guys because you guys are like literally building a business out of the stuff that we grew up loving and things that
Exactly.
tripped us out. And so like that trips me out. And like for me, like with abuelita, like seeing my when my granddaughters see me doing stuff, preparing, like when I do my cleansing, like they're right there next to me, like, Lita, I want some. And so like I'll put the stuff on in, and there they go doing their little cleansing.
little ritual
so
too.
it kind of makes me happy. It makes my heart smile.
Right.
That's cute. I do have to say though, like, there's our parents had 4 of us. There's a lot of us.
I feel like
And-
all of them either have like 3, 4. All right, we're a huge family, guys. Like,
There's a lot of us.
Not the new generation. I'm doing that too.
yeah, no, not the new. The new one's like one.
You got me
two,
messed up, bro.
Me and Ashley said
The new
"Hell, we don't
generation's like
want no
double dutching
kids."
it. Like, nah, I don't think I want. Nah, maybe. No, okay. But going back to like to our parents, like shout out to them a lot because they never like made us feel like we had to go and get a career job. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
And I see that a lot. Like, there's a lot of pressure on kids nowadays. Like, you need to figure your shit out. And you guys never made us feel that way. Not to get all sentimental.
Oh,
you know.
God, here we go.
No, I'm just saying.
Hear
Get
that
the
enough last
tissue.
month, bitch. Get out here with that.
No, I'm just saying because that. Imagine having
good.
4 kids and they all want to go and I'm gonna go start and open up a Halloween store.
Well, but the reality too, guys, is that what's like the core of the business is, so we're 4, like Ashley or Jess said, but so it's the 3 of us that like are die hard, and then we drag our little brother along. It's like, Andrew, you don't have a fucking choice. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So our little brother, we say little brother, he's the youngest, but it's
Yeah.
like, nah. So he's down for
Little
the
big.
cause too, because he's done some crazy shit with us, you know. So and he's also going to school for his profession,
Yeah.
which he's almost there. You know, so it's like just so crazy again to see. Again, nursing, bachelor's degree, mechanics,
But fuck
loser.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Wait, but that just like makes it seem like even worse, kind of, because like if you break it down, like compared to mainstream
Right.
people, like we're fucking toxic. Like who the fuck makes your kids watch horror
Yeah,
and scare?
100%.
Like we're traumatizing our kids, and then we're like, hell yeah, let's go, like let's freaking buy a however tall wolf.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
yeah, no, I think. Go ahead, just go ahead.
All right. Well, and it's funny because you're saying they didn't make us watch the horror movies. We're just the dummies that sat there like.
I think it
"What
was just
is that?"
crazy
Getting
that we were
scared.
just like, what is? Yeah, let's watch that too.
But you know what's funny is that they used to scare her cousin or our cousins with the Chucky doll.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
remember
Oh,
that was so
damn.
wholesome.
This
That
is
was
when
so
we're little.
wholesome.
Why you gotta bring
Right.
up shit like that?
this when we were little, and they slept over because they were drunk. Nothing new, right? And the Zep was crying or something. She didn't want to go to sleep, and I'm over here like, girl. And it's dark, and then so my Jose comes in, and he was just like, "Be quiet, I'm gonna bring in Chucky." Da, da, da. And I was just like, "You not bringing in Chucky? What that? Go be quiet. What the hell's wrong with you?"
You're like, shut the hell up. Did you want that before to kill us?
Yeah.
And he had a Chucky doll. He was serious.
I remember that
kinda
Chucky doll.
We had a Chucky doll.
I
Yeah.
was standing on the Zep like, shh, shh.
Jessica's all there like, shh. It's a trip.
I'll give you candy tomorrow.
For real, dude. That's how it was. It's just a trip, though. I think like my dad had a word up that said hype. You know, so it's always been like, how deep do the parents go? People will ask, right? Well, let me tell you. When I created Nightmare Productions, we needed funding. So that funding at the time, I didn't have all the funding, you know. And then where do you think it came from? So the parents were that involved that they believed in something where they funded the first ever. Oh shit, no, every year, even to the, I was just like, damn. So that's how deep it goes with the support of, okay, these guys are gonna make something happen. Unfortunately, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are tired of hearing about it, that's how it started. I'm sorry to say, you know what I mean? But that's how this
It's a part of our story.
whole thing started when I drug all these people along for the
Thanks.
ride. You know,
Thanks.
but yeah, it's definitely.
It went from watching movies to here's literally all of us going to Anthony's mazes.
Yeah.
Either doing makeup, freaking spraying lice on the stupid costumes, and then we're
Yeah.
just sitting there watching the whole maze go down. Like, yeah.
Oh, no, my mom and my so Lydia, my mom and Lydia would have 2 roles, right? So they both went to the nursing thing, so they knew a little bit more of the nursing stuff, or somebody got hurt, right? So during the day they did makeup, and at nighttime they were carrying on first aid kits,
Yep.
and that's how it went. And
Because people would like come out throwing up,
Yes,
sick,
dude.
like
Fainting.
big time, and I
tripping,
remember.
they'd fall and hurt
Running into
themselves.
walls.
Dude, I remember the horror story that I got on the radio one day. And I'll go real quick into it. There was a young lady, and for some reason there was a real machete that got snuck into a maze. Now, everything gets approved through our guys, and make sure that it's safe and able to use. So one night I get a call like, hey, there's been an accident, and so I don't remember what maze it was. You need to get over here. Okay, what's going on? Well, this young lady got hit across the face right here with an actual live machete.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, how the... You know what I mean? Like, how I'm looking at my guys. I'm like, how did a machete get in the maze? Like, what the hell are we doing now? Granted, we had insurance. My dad's already like, okay, I'm already on it. I'm talking to the president of the company that we're working with. I'm on it. Call the mom. I'm like, we're fucked. We're dead, right? Call my mom over. Call you over. They start treating her, and she's like, she's gonna need some stitches, dude. You know what? I'll be dead ass honest. I didn't even look. I didn't even look. I said, I don't want to look.
Well, it was Dr. Sinister's asylum, and the costumes for that was bloodied white uniforms.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of like, what's real?
yeah.
Because it was getting
Did
on
you
her.
see it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see
and
it.
I was sitting back like, oh shit. And then you have someone else hyperventilating on the corner, like, all right, relax, not about you.
Yeah.
This girl's about to like lose her
No,
face.
for
Walk
real,
away.
for real. It was insane, dude. And I just remember that night and how cool. Shout out to this girl wherever she's at now. This is years ago, but her mom comes and she's like, "Well, I think it was her best friend that hit her in the face, right, Dad? My dad could tell the story better. I think she was just like, well, things happen, or good thing it was your friend, or something." And we're just like, thank
Yeah,
God.
that was it, yeah.
Like,
I
she's
mean,
fine. She's
everyone
fine.
signs paperwork.
Waivers
I mean,
and
there
all
really
that.
is nothing. You could come for us, I guess. But
But that's
not
got to be
really.
like one of the most gruesome things that would have happened, right? For sure at our event. I mean, we did have a guy pop his shoulder out of place, but
Oh yeah.
that's because he's sliding on the ground and shit, So, but yeah, I mean,
Somebody's fingers.
good time. Oh, that's right. Oh man, we've had some stuff.
We're me,
or dad getting
me
ran
and
over.
Anthony.
Bye, Anthony.
Oh my God, our dad got my. That's not funny.
We ain't even gonna go that.
Anthony,
route, bro.
guys.
No.
Anthony ran over that.
No.
Okay. He's here to walk and tell the story today, so he's fine.
Yeah. I think my dad had an idea of putting a mic back there. We need to put one
I know.
over there, but no.
So he could
guys,
chime in.
Long story short, I ran that fool.
We'll
over,
have
but
him
he
on.
made it.
We'll have him on, so you'll
He
have.
made it.
He'll tell the story.
I've never seen my mom run before like that though.
Nah, me either. It was pretty funny actually.
My dad was yelling at the top of his lungs like it hurt. I was like, bro, it's a trailer. Fool, relax, bro.
It was a clean.
He's like, fool, and the worst part is he was screaming, so I parked the car and I get out, and the trailer's parked on top of him. I was like, oh shit. He's like, get back in the car. I was like,
Hey, you're reversing me.
yeah. And he's sitting there screaming at the top of his lungs, dude. Yeah, that was interesting. It wasn't my fault, though. It was not
And
my
of
fault.
course, they're in the furthest corner of the parking
Yeah.
lot.
Well, we had arrived to our destination. And the homie jumped off the trailer, and somehow the tire sucked him under something.
That sucks.
Yeah, long story. Yeah. He made it, though, guys. He's all right.
He's here. He's fine.
No broken bones.
Yeah, which is
So.
weird.
I don't know. But yeah, anyway, going back to my mom and the history of how we got here.
Why we're
It started.
Why we're crazy.
It started in 1971.
Right? Right? No. What else? What else can we get into?
Ooh.
I feel like. Never mind.
Oh, loser, bro. I thought you were going to go out something good right now.
I feel like my mom brought some ghosts with her to our house.
For
Oh,
real.
we did. I did say that last podcast.
Yeah, because like I said, I had my own room, which I never agreed to. My mom was just like, "Here, you're gonna get your own room, all right." She puts me in the room where one door leads to the kitchen and the other door is to a hallway. All right.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, the kitchen door was always locked because Jessica was scared. Because I would hear spoons falling, whatever, and I'm just like, what the hell's going on? And
Oh, you talking about the Rosewood house?
Yeah. And I'm just like, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would sneak to Anthony's room. That's why she told me not to.
Hell no. Y'all wanted some paranormal activity. You gotta go to my Lydia's houses back in
No.
the day and shit.
No.
No.
I stopped going after, I think, when you guys lived in Highland. And
There was a house
it was freezing
every day.
in Lizette's room, and I was like, dude, it's hot outside. Why is it so cold
It's
in here?
and it was always eerie in there.
Uh-huh,
And
it
she
was
like,
always
you want to spend the night, girl?
No. You want to spend the night at our house? Shit.
You want to come live in our house?
I would, man, dude, what the host would make me.
It's just
It wasn't
because
an
you guys
option.
would go paintballing.
We
the
would go
next
play
day.
paintball, right? And he'd get a kick out of it. And it was me and my other big ass cousin. Well, we would steal Lizette's bed for the night, which was a twin bed.
Water
Two
bed. Twin
big
water bed.
ass kids would split that bed. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
hey, fool, I ain't sleeping on the ground. Like, we gonna sleep together type shit. You know what I mean? Like, nah. It was. And then the San Bernardino house, that one was even crazier.
That one was worse. That one's
Mhm.
crazy.
You see people walking around. I mean, nah. One time, we were setting up your water bed. I'll never forget this story. I don't want to look like a bitch in front of the host, though, you know? He's like, hey, fool, go turn on the water hose. I was like, fuck, it's dark outside already, though. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to let me go by myself? You know what I mean? And sure enough, I was like, all right, yeah, I'll be back. And I'm like, took forever to get to the water hose because it was outside. And I'm like looking around every corner. Dude, that house is sketch, dude. And I would look around every corner. I ran outside, turned that hose on, and ran all the way back. You know, like, nope. I was scared there, dude. Like, that house was scary.
Well, there was people that passed away there, so
And y'all still took it?
yeah. The rent was cheap.
Yeah, I was just going to say, they must have given you a hell of a deal.
It was cheap, and I was like, how bad could it be? Like, it was, her house. She died as an old lady. Like, it wasn't like traumatic death or anything like that. She
Like a
died of an
murder.
old age.
It was like a murder suicide.
Yeah, so I was like, maybe she went peaceful. She doesn't have any like issues, but I don't think it was her at that house.
Hell no.
I think it was something else. It was
Something tricking, or what do they say?
Like a trickster.
Yeah, but like they manifest themselves as something else to
Oh,
pretend
yeah,
there's something else, right?
I don't know what it's called.
I don't
though.
know. I watched too much Ghost Adventures. Sorry. Yeah, demon? Yeah, I guess that could be possible.
maybe,
You know,
That's crazy.
No, I don't
but
know.
yeah. So, what would you consider, Mom, your favorite movie of all times? It could be a sci-fi movie because again, I just named like 4 of them. And again, no, don't be hating on us because that's what we grew up on.
Don't be a
Funny
hater.
enough, we did grow up again. For real, I've seen Lake Placid way too many times. You know what I mean?
For real.
Lake Placid again, Bats, Route 666.
I think that's your favorite movie.
Lake Placid,
No,
Route 666.
on
Yeah,
Sci-Fi,
that
that was
scared
your
the
favorite
shit
one.
out of me. Yeah. What was your favorite? And again, you don't have to choose a sci-fi film. You can choose whatever you want. What would be your favorite horror film of all time?
The Exorcist.
Oh. Why The Exorcist?
I don't know. I could watch the movie all by myself in the room, but doesn't
That's
really-
some
That's a
Jeffrey
weird.
Dahmer
That's a
shit right
weird
now.
fact about our mom. Like you walk into the room, she's watching scary ass movies.
The
What are you
scariest
doing?
movie
Watching
you-
a movie?
Lights off by herself.
No,
Dude,
ma'am.
no, and not to put my dad on blast right now, but there's been times where my dad's like in bed, in bed, and he's just like, "You need to change this." I think
I
it was
have
a show you were
anxiety.
watching. Yeah, he's like, "I got anxiety. You need to watch something else." And mom's like, "Are you serious, dude? Like, don't watch it, fool. Close your eyes." My dad's a big old chicken, guys. Like those of you who don't know,
Yes.
he has some stories. He got to travel as a kid. He's been in Germany, so he's seen some shit. North Carolina, ghost story. Yeah, we're gonna have to have him on one day.
Yeah.
Maybe they can come on together. But yeah. So my mom, like Ashley just said, you'll be in the room. But how does that not bother you? Number one, well, you watch like the scariest movie of the year by yourself
I don't know.
in the dark.
She's evil.
Yeah, I'm starting to think, bro. That makes sense.
Yeah, no.
But she can't go to Horror Nights, guys. And
Well,
you know
'cause
what? I'm a chicken at Horror Nights, but I like that feeling. The
I don't like
adrenaline,
that
I
feeling.
like that feeling.
Shit, Orlando was rough.
That one was rough. I closed
That
my
one was
eyes.
scary.
I'm not
I
even
was
gonna
scared.
lie.
These girls left me all by myself, so I was like, damn.
Hell yeah! You think I'm gonna walk by myself? Hell no.
It was sketch.
yeah.
There was yeah. I had to close my eyes because it was a spider infestation scene, and I couldn't. And I opened my eyes at the wrong time, and I seen it, and I was like, "Oh, are we almost done? Come on, hurry up!"
yeah.
Yeah. What else? What else can we pick her brain on real quick? I know we're getting deep in time.
Yeah.
The games
Mom?
we used to play.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
let's. We weren't allowed to play
I think there's some
games.
games that we played that maybe made a connection to the other side more real.
Oh, you know what? I want to ask then, for sure. Because y'all made it seem like and I'm sure it goes beyond your generation, right? Did you guys ever play the Ouija board?
I did once.
Mom?
Almost.
She was in the room.
She's like, I was present for one. Was it
But we played like different versions of it. Like, you do like summoning.
Yeah, yeah.
Glad as a
Bloody
feather.
Mary.
No.
Yes.
Like we would do
Oh,
Bloody
Bloody
Mary.
Mary. Okay.
We would, we did light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Oh, yeah.
We did this one that, please do not do this. If you guys are
Trigger
listening,
warning.
please do not.
do this at
Again,
home.
this is irresponsible of us.
Very,
This
very.
was at a different time, guys.
Yes, we were young, we were kids. So what we would do is we would have somebody stand up against a hard surface in the back. And then what would we do, Mary?
Oh, put me on the spot, why don't you? We would push on somebody's chest and stop their heart.
And make them,
Damn.
and
so
make them,
somebody
and
pass
make them
out.
hold their breath.
Yes.
Y'all were experiencing
Damn.
death.
See, that's some straight.
Yes.
Flatliner shit.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
there you
on
go,
some another
flatline.
Yeah.
level.
But you know what's crazy is like when you woke up out of it, it was
It
it was
this
like
weird
feeling. Like we fucking died. I'm sure. we died and we're like, dude, that shit was bad. Let's do it again.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
We did. Oh, I want to go next. I want to go next. That shit was bad.
Hell no.
What? But
Y'all are killing each other.
Yeah. for sure.
seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
again, do not try this.
Yeah, do not try this.
Please do not try it.
And
Oh my
and what if
God.
someone didn't come back?
Oh,
That
Oh,
almost that
yes.
happened. We had a hard time waking
Yes.
somebody up. We're like smacking them, slapping them, like, oh my god, crying. We started crying because we don't know what to do.
Wow.
Hey, I bet you after that you didn't play that game no more.
No.
Oh my.
It's all fun and games till someone dies. Huh? My dad likes to say that it's all fun and games till someone get hurt.
That's scary.
Oh.
God, literally
Heck no.
flatlining.
You're
The
That's a
Flatliners
trip.
movie.
But I mean, Lydia, maybe you guys can explain a little more because again, I'm only scared of the Ouija board because of growing up it was so taboo, right? In every Hispanic family. So when we say the Ouija board, though, why is it? Explain to us a little bit. Why is it so taboo in our? I wouldn't say culture, but for our family at least,
Yeah, for
right?
our family.
Because so the way the Ouija board is, it's like a message board. Like it allows somebody on the other side to communicate. Why it's so like not recommended is because you don't know who you're opening up
To.
that space to communicate with you. And some people do it like for, shits and giggle. They want to laugh at it. They want to see if it's true. And when it does happen, they freak out. Sometimes depending on what comes through can have a negative effect. Like I've seen it where like the girl's eyes roll back, they start like seizing and like, because you don't know what's coming through.
Right.
You could say like, I want to speak to so-and-so, but
They could lie to you.
yeah, you don't know.
Yeah,
you don't know
yeah.
who you're talking
There's
to.
no for sure way of solidifying like this is the person I'm talking to.
Yeah, and if you don't close that opening that you just created, you just left it open for yourself and your family to get attached, to get an attachment.
Wow. So it's almost like a portal.
For sure.
Jesus. That's why I never played it.
Yeah.
Also because your mom, or Tia, kind of, would always say, no.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, Lily, that comes. Your mom has sort of passed that down to you, right? As far as like everything that you've learned, and of course, you've already taken it to a whole nother level of
Let me
it.
just share. I'm not at the level of my other, so my mom, my grandmother, they all like have this natural abilities, I would say. And so my grandmother, she's very powerful. She was, because she's passed now, but she's very strong. And when like psychics or mediums are around me, they're like, oh, your grandmother is showing up strong for you. She has a bad mouth. And I'm like, yeah, that's my grandma. Yeah, she's like, she's cussing me out and telling me like, all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's my grandma. But like her sister, my great aunt, she's a big time practitioner. Like I don't want to say what kind.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
It is a religion for them, but I think that's where I get a lot of my talents from.
Right.
Is what's passed down. It's in the bloodline. I wanna
Right,
say.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Is it because I know that there's so many different areas of it that you can practice, like you just said, right? So how hard was it for you to dictate, like, okay, this is what I want to stick to and this is what I want to stray away from? You know what I mean? Is that kind of like a line that you drew for yourself?
No, actually, I would have loved to have gone down the path that my aunt went down, but like, it's something that you have to be initiated into.
Got you.
There's certain religious, like indigenous religions, that you have to be.
So it's not like a lot of these dummies will just be like, yeah, I'm doing this. Like, no, you're not, dude. You know what I mean? Because it's not as easy as like you got jumped in, you're a part of it, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay, because I mean, again, I've dealt with a lot of people like, yeah, I do this, I do. No, you don't, bro. Like,
I mean,
no,
there's witches, and then there's like, Wiccans. That's a religion. There's Santeria. There's
Right.
Palo. So those are all like, you can't just wake up and like, I'm gonna be a Palo practitioner.
That's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at. Like,
No, you can't.
There's some people that will claim that, like, oh, I can
Yeah.
summon this person, right? Like, shut up. Do you know you cannot? I'm sure there's again a path that you have to take to get to this point, right? You can't just, like you said, wake up and be like, I'm this now. Like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
definite, and like natural abilities do get passed on. So, I definitely feel like there's things that I can help manifest because of my bloodline or my family's history, and things come easier for me with
Right.
certain things, and I think that's why, and
Yeah.
so that's why I'm willing to share it with everybody
Right.
in my family.
That's cool, and that's why you're in business now. You know, you help people and you help, and I think that's the most important thing. Again, going back to the business aspect, is that your business, because we're strictly for fun and entertainment and we just want to share our passion, but you're literally when somebody buys your product, is to help somebody and whatever it may be. So that's like, again, just on another level of business and what you're doing, and I think that's more important than anything else that all these people do, right? Is that you're actually making a difference in somebody's lives to a certain point. So that's always cool. But God, I think we're super deep already, and we're all like, I think it's only like a 45-minute podcast. We can't even get through it. Yeah, so I think we're gonna start wrapping it up.
Mom made it through without passing
Mom
out.
made it through, but you know what? I'm not satisfied, so she will be back on, guys. I guarantee she will be back on. We will get her to talk more. Today was just more of a break-in. My tia Lydia really helped us with that one. She kind of drug her into this, like, nah, you're getting on. You're going to get on. You know what I mean? And then we discussed how Abuelita Herbals has been and which direction they're going, which is always exciting and fun to learn, guys, again. And I speak of all these things as I've used a lot of these things myself.
Yes.
And Ashley can sit here and get even deeper, but that's personal. I'm not gonna go her route. And Jessica, same thing. So
Wait, I have a question before we stop.
yeah, go ahead.
When you were younger, were you ever, because you know how your family is, all that, were you ever like scared to get into it, or were you just always open?
I was always open, but funny story is that my mom blocked me from officially being that. Or officially being initiated into that when I was a young girl. So this great aunt, quick story, I know we're out of time.
No, we're good.
This aunt asked her sister, which is my mom's aunt, my other aunt, hey, I'm thinking about taking Lydia, and she asked my mom, hey, can I take Lydia to Boston, show her around, go to a trip, whatever. And my mom's like, well, let me think about it. I'll let you know. And so this aunt shared with her sister, like, hey, I want to take her so I can initiate her. Like, this is going to make her.
Did you say
a
Boston?
bruja.
Boston?
And so she's like, this is going to make, like, she'll be a bruja. And so that aunt told my mom, like, hey, don't let her go because this is what she plans on doing. And you may lose her after that. And so my mom blocked it. Like, she didn't let me go. And, since then, my aunt has gone to, like, Africa, studied out there.
Jesus. So she's deep. Like, she's studying this way of life for them. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Super dope, though. So I don't want to put it like that, but you're, like, nicking the surface of the potential of all these things.
Could have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
what could have been, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, that's crazy. Now, do you think any of your daughters will follow in your footsteps?
I don't know if my daughters, but I think that my granddaughters will.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. They're wild. them girls are wild. Love them
And
kids.
they are part native, so
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
true.
so that's why I think that they'll be drawn to it, whether I help it or not.
Yeah, I think like you said, they're already trying to be a part of it and help you with the little things. I mean, I do understand that your daughters do help you with some of the stuff that you make, right? Because again, guys, I think it's so cool that we put it out there. Though. It's like a lot of these things that you make. It's not just like, hey, go boil that. You know, you're good. No, like you said, you have a whole you cleanse yourself. You make sure you're in good standings. Because you're doing all these things, right? So it's like, it's a process, man. You can't just be like, yeah, go boil that and pour that in that candle. We're good. Sell that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it
Wait,
ain't like that.
I have another quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you know how you say you have like talents passed down. Did your daughters get any of these talents, or did they skip them?
I
or-
think it did hit Bella, but I think Bella's scared. My middle daughter. So I think eventually she'll grow into it.
Yeah.
She's a
I
little
see
scared.
Andrew going.
You were scared
Oh,
at
them
first,
girls
too,
are-
though.
Yeah, for sure.
No, yeah. Them
For sure,
girls,
so.
them girls got good stories too, though. Like,
Oh.
but when you have migraines or when you go take sleeping medication, they're like, "Nope, we're out of here. Bye, mom. Good luck."
Oh yeah.
You know,
I
like-
can't. Yeah, maybe that's a different podcast.
I'm telling you,
If I'm on something like some gummies or like forget it. I can't even stay down. I'm like seeing shit. Like people are shaking me. No, I can't.
dude. I'm telling you, like, they'd be like, "Hey, man, like, no, we're out of here." Like, what do you mean? Like, we're no.
Yeah.
And then Bella's told me some stories about
Uh-huh.
like. What was it about? Like some kids knocking on her window or
Yeah.
something like, and you let them in. You're like, hey, Bella, shh. Like you should go make a movie, girl. What the hell? Like that's some
It's
good
funny
ass.
Wait,
because
quick. Sorry, Ash. Go ahead.
no, I'm just saying like if I'm like, did you hear the door? And they're like, don't answer it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, there's no one there. I just thought I heard like, don't answer, don't answer. No one's there, don't answer.
don't
I'm like,
acknowledge
okay.
it.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
one time your
they're
mom-
they're very like don't do that.
One time your mom, I was talking to your mom, and this is before you were actually, got serious into this industry. And one day it was like 3 in the morning, and of course it had to be 3 in the morning. They fucking really. I was using the restroom, and I was washing my hands. I had my one AirPod in, nothing playing. And I heard somebody scream, like a girl scream I jumped, dude. I shit myself. I was like, what the hell was that? Like, I run out the bathroom. No, I didn't run out the bathroom. Like, I was almost locked in the bathroom. He was like, well, I'm scared. Like, I would try to wake up Jaleesa. She wouldn't answer her damn phone. And it was pitch black in there. I was like, dude, like, there's a little girl on the other end of this. She's about to smoke me right here, dude. Like, I was terrified. Anyways, I explained this to your mom, and same thing. She's like, don't acknowledge it. Don't be like, hey, is there somebody there? Like, don't do any of that. Move on without your day. Because now you're inviting
Yeah.
unwanted whatever the hell, right? Because ain't no little girl. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Ain't no little girl. You know what I mean? So it's a trip.
You open the door to Emma.
No. But yeah, so I mean, we can go on for days
Oh, yeah.
about stories, guys. And
Your
again,
family.
I was gonna bring up another
family
one, but I think
history, and
We'll wait.
we'll go one more.
okay. It was your guys' Rialto apartment, and I remember Bella was little. So Andrew and Bella are the same age, so they were like, I don't even know how old. That was so long ago. Like you remember the church that you guys' Rialto apartment right there? And then Bella would be like, yeah, I have a friend. It was a boy or something, like a little ghost friend. And I was like, what?
Oh,
you
Nico
have
had
what?
a friend too.
Yeah, and I was like, but then she started getting scratched and stuff, and I was like, that's not your friend. But I'm not
No.
coming over here no more, okay?
No, because you guys
There
had that
was-
church right there. It was like the first church of Rialto or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Scary
yeah,
as
yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But Nico had a friend too, and I don't know if it's the same friend, but he had a friend, and I think it made itself known when he was playing with Joshua, which is the other cousin that's
Yeah.
about Nico's age. They were playing in the computer room where all the toys were at, and all of a sudden Joshua comes running out scared, talking about Nico's friend, and Nico's laughing because he thinks it's funny. And I said, what happened? He's like, my friend. And he's like laughing about his friend, and I'm like, shh.
Boy, you better get up out of here with that fool. Shit. Nah, hell no.
Yeah, there's just like too many stories.
There's just a lot of stories.
Yeah, there's
again,
a lot
and
of
this won't be the
stories.
last of it, guys. This will not be the last of it again. You'll see my mom again because I'm not satisfied with the way, it was just to get her broken in a little bit. For those of you guys that have been asking, there you go. We finally
is
got
our
on. This
mother.
is our mother. Her name's Mary.
Some of you guys have seen her at our
Some of you guys have seen her.
events that
You'll
we
see
go.
her
I would say
booth.
some of you guys have seen her helping us out, but she's more than shopping. You know what I mean? She'll support you 100%. You draw her
supports
to
small
your
businesses.
booth. She's a very, very good supporter. Isn't that right, Dad? Yeah. She's a very good supporter. So, as you can see, she's currently wearing someone else's stuff. So,
Yeah.
she's a very good supporter of shopping. But yeah, guys. So, again, thank you, Lydia, for coming back on.
Thank you
It
for
was
having
so fun talking about
Yeah.
the future of Abuelita Herbals. You know what I mean? And Mom,
And your
finally.
crazy pasts.
Yes, finally, and you guys got a little bit of background on my mom and how we got here. And again, I'm thinking this is just ideas, maybe, because we do have people lined up.
Yeah.
But we get our parents on here, you know, because again, my dad does have stories from like Germany and North Carolina, the Civil War eras, and seeing ghosts from that. I'm sure people would like to know. So, shit, I mean, I'd like to know, even though I've heard the story a couple hundred times, you know. So, but yeah, any last comments, questions, concerns, anybody?
No.
No? Nothing?
Nope.
Nothing.
Peanut gallery? No? All right. All right, guys. Again, thank you guys so much for coming on, guys. Guys, as always, we're going to drop everybody's or Lydia's information down in the description box below. Those of you that are listening, I think the Instagram is all
Well,
Lita
Herbals.
Herbals.
Yep. On Instagram.
Look that
And you
up.
can shop her in store here at
Oh, that's
Wicked
right.
Boutique.
We do
Yes.
carry her items in store.
Along with some other small shops, we do now have Monster Posse, Isby Creations, and Stitch Little Devils.
So come on in,
Come do some
3525.
Christmas shopping, guys.
3525 East Highland Avenue, little plug right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But no, guys, so we do carry all these people's products in store, including Abuelita Herbals. So
Yes.
whatever you get, we don't have the new stuff yet, so relax. Okay? We don't have the new stuff yet. It's unreleased still. But as soon as we do get it, I'm sure we'll be posting it all over social media, guys.
Yep.
And thank you, everyone who shopped with us for Black Friday online
Oh, yeah.
and in store. You guys are awesome.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you. Now the girls are scrambling to get all this stuff out.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love to see it. Love to see it. So all that being said, guys, thank you guys again so much. And guys, this isn't the last of them. You will see them again. This is our family, so I'm sure you'll see them around. You'll see Abuelita Herbals at these
Yeah,
events.
yeah.
We got some stuff in the works, so keep paying attention. Sorry. Said too much.
Secret,
But anyway,
secret.
guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you on the next one.